Okay, today is December the 14th, 2015. We're watching the Northeast Pacific water vapor loop. And today we're having strong winds in Los Angeles right now all day long. And last evening, currently the temperature right now in our area is 43.3 degrees. We have a barometric pressure of 29.96. The dew point is 20.9 degrees Fahrenheit, and the humidity is 40.8%. And we have low pressure spinning over Utah, and we also have high pressure right on top of this area of low pressure, and that's generating a very strange feature right here, this semicircular uh, clearing. We can see that happening right here. There's a lot of evaporation in this moisture field as it tries to move down over the jet stream. This is the jet stream flow right here, right over California. Let's go ahead and take a look at that jet stream right now. We can get a better idea of what's happening and where the flows are moving or trying to move. So we have flow along here through the Gulf of Alaska, and it drops down along the west coast right over Washington, Oregon, and California. And then we do a U-turn back towards the northeast. So another good opportunity to deliver some moisture into the area right here. All right, let's go back to the map again and see what's happening. So we have a transmitter right here over this entire area, which is generating very high pressure. Let's go look at this in the IR mode, infrared. And we can see this huge ring expanding out from the center of this high pressure being installed right here. That ring is moving outward very slowly, but we can see it moving down the Baja Peninsula. And then we have a separate high pressure on top of this thing here. So we've got high pressure here, we've got low pressure here, and that's generating wind. For the area, we have offshore winds. Actually have two different high pressures, one over this thing to keep that in check as it moves over the area. Every time we get a storm moving over California, there's always a HAARP transmitter on it. And once it moves away, it develops into this giant monster right here over the, this was over California 2 days ago, and this dropped only 1/10 of 1 inch of rain in Los Angeles where we are. And once it moved out over the midsection, it rebuilt. If you go back on my videos 2 or 3 days, you can watch all this unfold. Okay, now this is the current storm right over Utah, and it's also rebuilding, and it'll probably get just as big as this one. There's a lot of moisture in this system right here. It just moved through Michigan, and so all those warm temperatures back east are a result of these HAARP transmitters plowing these along. They're keeping a warm front right behind these systems to help move them out of the area quickly. And so that's why we're getting warm temperatures all up and down New York. In New York City, it was reported, a friend of ours texted us and said it was 65 degrees. I think it was yesterday. Anyhow, that's the reason for it, is that they've got HAARP transmitters working all through the entire country and all around the world. Okay, and that's causing our quote climate change. So, all right, back to the water vapor loop. Strong winds in LA. That the reason this is because they're squashing this out temporarily. Once this moves away, it'll rebuild. We can already see the activity right here. Next, we have this high pressure here, and that big storm up here has been pretty much squashed down. Let's go take a look at some of these other maps. Here is the western U.S. water vapor loop, and we can see the clockwise rotation from that high pressure and this clearing right here, which is keeping California somewhat dry, the southern part. We had very clear, windy, nice, cool weather all day today and yesterday. All right, let's look at this in the western. This is the western U.S. Here's the infrared loop. And we can really see that high pressure there and it's low pressure right next to the high. So that's where we get the wind, right through the center of these two systems. This is man-made. Okay, we saw that. Let's look at the surface pressure map. And we can see that area of high pressure all along the west coast, all the way from Canada down to down off Baja. We have a very huge area of high pressure, 1,037 millibar. This is forecast to move towards the U.S. Got this cold front down here that moved through the area. There's a trough indicated here, just north of Los Angeles. And we have a cold front here, which is going to be blocked by this high pressure right here. So we've got a long cold front, and we have a warm front right here, and some high pressure right in here to separate this cold front from what's happening here. We have some strange weather all through here. If we go back to the big map, once again, we can see that we've got something here trying to spin counterclockwise. There's some heat right here, right near this area of low pressure trying to spin up. And we have a lot of moisture here, and that will probably be blocked by this high pressure that's been put in place right here. So getting back to the to this surface pressure map, we've got a high all through here to separate these two moisture fields right there. Let's go back and look at that. That's this high pressure here between these two. And then we have this, this is a storm up here that was 928 millibars a day or two ago. That's been hit continuously with a HAARP transmitter, and it's weakened to 964 millibar. It's still a storm, but it's moved further north away from the Gulf of Alaska. There's a lot of high pressure in this area, and they've been working on that. So that will probably not move down into our area right now. Get so much high pressure through here, that's very unlikely. Okay, here's the wave analysis chart, and we can see that there's still a lot of very high seas, a lot of high ocean swells and high seas all over the place. We've got 30-foot seas up by the that storm we were just looking at, and also 20-foot, 12 to 20-foot seas off of the west coast. Mainly, we've got 20-foot seas right off of Central and Southern California still. Okay, let's look at the, this is the sea level map. We can see a low indicated here with a lot of squiggly lines. That indicates varying degrees of high and low pressure in this area surrounding that low. And then we have high pressure over here, and that's what's generating our wind right through here. All right, next is the 500 millibar. You can see that low pressure right there, big trough of low pressure. This is the 18,000 foot map. We have high pressure indicated all through here, offshore. All right, here's the 300 millibar. That's an upper level low. And this will rebuild and move out just the same as this one did here, and bring a lot of weather to the Midwest and out east. And of course, this is the situation going on right now on the East Coast. And the reason for all the warm, strange weather out that way, there's a huge storm moving through Michigan out into Canada. And then we're going to see a lot of probably record-breaking temperatures for December the 15th tomorrow because of what's happening here. This is a man-made HAARP transmitter, ionospheric heating episode right here. We have descending air, which is weakening this system and clearing this entire area out. Okay, and here is the rainbow loop once again. We see a lot of rain as this thing moves out into Canada. That's pretty much it for today. We'll keep an eye on this system here, and also watch this and watch that rebuild. We got 5/8 of an inch of rain. That's good. I can't complain. It's better than nothing. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do an update tomorrow. That's it.